Hey guys, so today I'm going to do something a little bit different. As many of you know, I went and I printed up my XM radio mount. I did it in regular PLA. This is with Hatchbox black PLA, and everybody told me it's going to warp, but you know, I'm still fairly new at the 3D printing. I'm like, yeah, right. Everybody says things on the internet, and well, they were right. About a week in the sun and being in the van, and of course it just drooped like crazy. So I went online, picked up some of this eSun 3D filament. It's going to be the PETG, and I'm going to give that a shot. And right now I'm going to do a test print just to find out, first off, if my printer can even print it. I'm trying to get up to 240, and right now it's bouncing between 237 and 240. I can't reach 245 or 250 like some of the directions are saying I need to get up to close to 250 degrees. For some reason this printer is just not doing it. I don't know if it's because the power supply is just not powerful enough, or if the hot end just can't reach that temperature. So I'm going to give it a shot, just see if I can do it. I just designed a little test print. I'm going to give it a shot, and then I'm going to start at the highest temperature I can, and then start printing and just see where it ends up. And I'll see you at the end of the video. Okay, so it's been printing for 16 minutes now. I've actually cranked up the speed on it to cram more plastic down its throat. I've been trying to get it up to stay stable at 230 degrees Celsius. It's hovering between 223 and 225. It stayed at 225 pretty reliably. So I just started turning up the speed just to see if there's going to be any adhesion problems as far as layers. So right now at this point I'm just going to go ahead and cancel the print, because I can't really do a temperature test on this the way I wanted to. I'm going to cancel the print, and I'm going to go ahead and auto home it. Now the bed temperature was 80 degrees Celsius. Like I said, the print temperature I was able to achieve 225 pretty reliably, and it actually looks pretty nice. But let's see what happens when I pull it off. Let's take a look at it here. It's smooth. I don't see any defects in it other than the little notches I created to let me know where each 10mm section was. As far as toughness, it breaks if I really force it. As you can see, the wall of it is, I believe it's maybe a millimeter. Maybe just barely over. I don't think there's going to be a problem for what I'm wanting to do. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the printer and reprint that mount, and I'll see you at the end of the time lapse. Hey guys, so let's check it out, see how it turned out. I really like this eSun PETG. it really prints nice. I really like the way it turns out. Let's take a look and see if it'll pull off the bed easy. It took right at 9 hours to print this. Nice. Let's see. Yeah, it turned out smooth. Nice and glossy. Right off the bat, if I pull up the PLA one that I printed last time, see how it lifted what was printing? So it came up with a real thin angle there. Well, that one right off the bat didn't lift at all. That looks really nice. Let's see if we can get the support material off of it. Now, I'll show you some of the modifications I did make between this one and the older model that I had. I figured since I was having to reprint it, I might as well make some changes while I was at it. Support material's coming off nice. Make sure I don't break off my piece up there. There we go. So the support material stuck pretty good, but yeah, it's cleaning up. That's one thing I was wondering about the support material, if it would break loose on this. It is a lot more pliable than the PLA. Do some cleaning up on it a little bit. Anyway, one of the biggest differences I've made between the original one and this one is I, of course, gave it more surface area. So it's got a little bit more surface area going into the print. So that should keep that from breaking off. And then I also did the same thing when it comes to this front piece, because the original one broke off right off the bat. So that should make it a lot tougher. It should hold up alright. Also widen these out a little bit further so it'll stay in the ashtray a little bit better, keep it from wiggling around. But I think that's going to work out nice. Let's see, I think I have my XM radio in here. There it is. So I should be able to, like a glove. That's another thing I did, is I did take that pin and I moved it further up. Instead of being down at the very bottom like this one was, I moved it up here. So it gives it a lot more surface area behind this bracket. And that looks nice. Another thing I did is I did make this with a 30% infill, so it should be a lot tougher that way. And with it being PETG, it shouldn't melt like it did, like the PLA did. So it'll be interesting to see how it works. Anyway, there it is. I'm going to put that in the van. In the comment section later on, I'll make a comment in a week or so and let you know how it holds up. From everything I've read, says that this should work just fine. That it's supposed to be just like ABS when it comes to putting it inside of a car. So I'm hoping that's the case. But I can definitely see myself using more of this PETG soon, because it prints so easy. The G-Tech printer, I was able to get stabilized at 230 degrees. If I tried to do it at 235, it would max out on the temperature and then kind of bounce back down to about 220. So I found 230 to be the sweet spot. I can take it up to 230 and it didn't bounce around. It just stayed constant 230 degrees. I did have the bed temperature at 80 and no issues at all printing it. It was just flawless. So I'm definitely going to be looking into doing some more printing with the PETG soon. Anything I need that's a little bit more pliable, that especially high heat, anything like that, I definitely going to be using that. Sweet. Anyway, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like my channel, please subscribe. I sure appreciate it. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.